Okay, in morning class, we discussed about how we need to work with object-oriented technology. Means we discussed about the class concept. In this concept itself, it will come data abstraction and data encapsulation. So, data encapsulation is nothing but binding the properties and functionalities of an object, and data abstraction is nothing but hiding the properties. So once you define any property, it will not possible to view in outside of the class. For example, if I go with some class circle, so I'm going to define some def init some self comma r. So self dot radius equal to r. Here radius is the property. Radius is the property. So I'm going to define so area one method. So just it returns so 3.142 into self dot radius into 2 we can do means square. So once you defined it, if I call some c equal to circle by passing 5 c capital. So if I call c dot area, it returns here self and equal. It returns 78.55. So here this circle contains radius. This circle contains radius. If I want to try to access that one from c dot radius, so simply it is saying that 5. So if I want to change it, so we can change it. Now it is 10. So so here some variations are there. If I define with underscore double underscore, it will become private. So here I mentioned double underscore, it was become private. So whatever you sent, then only it will consider. Now it is when I'm trying to use c dot underscore underscore radius, so it is not possible to access. No attribute radius is saying it is having, but it is saying no attribute. And if I'm trying to change that, it doesn't get error, but it will not be affected. For example, you can check here. It is getting 706 only. So to restrict, we can go with double underscore. So it will be works within the class only. If you come outside the class, it doesn't work. So simply I'm getting circle object as no attribute underscore underscore radius. If I keep it as a normal, then it will come as it usually. So when I execute here, if executed, the object you're supposed to create, now it is getting. Earlier, if I use a double underscore, it is not getting. So we are restricting the variables. So if you want to make it as a private, means no other users wants to use it, simply you go with double underscore. If you go with double underscore, then automatically it will be restricted. So simply I'm doing this one again. So I'm executing. I got the same. And when I'm trying to access double underscore radius, simply I'm getting error. No attribute is there. So outside users are not able to access the properties of this circle. To restrict that one, we can go with private accessing. So that is possible with the help of double underscore. Here you're supposed to mention. So if you want to restrict, then you go with double underscore. Otherwise, you can use normal. But preferably, if you go with double underscore, it is good. So you can restrict the properties to use outsiders. So this is about what we discussed in morning class. And now we discuss about polymorphism. So polymorphism is nothing but so you are representing one object in different ways. So we are having one object, but we are showing it in different ways, in different angles. So here we took one example as a person. So as a human being, if you consider as a student, so you can consider as a student, and you can consider as a son or daughter, or also you can consider as a father, you can consider as a mother. So single person will act like that only. So for example, if you consider yourself, you are the student here. So if you reach to your home, you will be as a son or daughter. So and when you reach to in friend circle, you will be one of the friend, okay, in a surround of your friends. Like that, the same person is showing in different ways, in different locations. That is called polymorphism. Means one object with multiple forms, single object with multiple forms. So if you are showing any object in multiple forms, we call it as a polymorphism. And in morning class also we discussed television. So in television, so once we got the blueprint of television, we are showing the television in different formats, like by providing different models. So variations on sizes and variations on clarity, like that. So similarly, the polymorphism is that one. So for example, in programming, we can see the polymorphism. Assume it plus is one operator. So plus is one operator. With the help of plus, we can do additions. Plus is itself is addition. So what type of additions you can do? So you can perform addition for integers. Assume it, if I'm going to define a equal to 5, b equal to 3, c equal to a plus b. Okay. So if you execute this one, c will get 8. Same plus operator is possibility to work for complex numbers also. J is supposed to use. EJ. So here I'm using same plus operator to perform addition of two complex numbers. Earlier it is worked for integers. Now it is working for complex numbers. So same plus operator, we can go with concatenation of two strings also. For example, hi and B contains hello. So same plus operator, we can perform addition of two strings. So operator is same. Operator is same. Based on situation, it is changing its functionality. If you work with integer, it is performing addition of two integers. Same plus operator. If you work with complex numbers, it is performing addition of two complex numbers. So addition of two complex numbers is different. We can't do simply add of two numbers, but it is internally, it is doing that process. So if you are working with strings, so it is performing addition. Yeah, it supports float also. So means so single operator is working in different environments, different environments. So that is called polymorphism. So operator is same. We didn't change anything. Simply I'm changing the values. I worked with floats, I worked for integer, I worked for strings, I worked for complex numbers. So in different ways, I'm using same operator. So based on its situation, it is showing its functionality. So this is polymorphism in place of operators. Similarly, we can work with functionalities also. For example, you go with len method. So len is a method used to find out length of the some object. So for example, from c equal to 5, I'm going to define. Okay, it's for tuples. So for example, I'm going to define one object equal to one tuple 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I want to find out length of the object. Simply I am defining length of object is 5. Similarly, I am working for list. So same method is working for list also. Similarly, I am working for string. So means length method is simple, method is single, but it is working for different objects. So means based on the object, it is showing its functionality. If it is string, it returns length of the string. So yes, it works for dictionaries also. So for example, if you want to find out length of this dictionary, you can find it. So and sets also. I think sets. So like that, it is working for different objects. Same len method is working for integer, working for tuple, working for string, working for dictionary, working for set, and working for list also. So this is called a polymorphism. Similarly, like that, we can also implement our own process to show the polymorphism. So here I'm taking one example. Here I'm taking one example of shape. So we are having different shapes, like rectangle is there, circle is there. Okay, like that we are having different shapes. So I'm going to define a polymorphism for these things. Here, when you observe that, so I'm going to define one rectangle. It is having one constructor and area. I'm going to define a square. It is having one constructor and area. I'm going to define circle. It is having one constructor and area method. So when you observe these three classes are having similarly constructor init method and area method. So we are defining area method as a polymorphism. Based on the shape, it will work. If it is rectangle, it is ready to work with rectangle to find out the area. It is square, it is ready to work with square to find out area. If it is circle, it is ready to work with circle to find out the area. So method is same, but it is working for different objects, different shapes. So now we discuss about that one. So we go with small example. So I'm going to define rectangle. So def underscore init underscore self rectangle length breadth. So self dot l equal to l, self dot b equal to b. Next, I'm going to define area. Self is the default parameter you must should mention. So return l into b, self dot l into self dot b. Similarly, I'm going to define one more class called square. So def underscore init underscore self comma side. So self dot side equal to side. So def area. So same method here also I am defining. So return self dot side square. So similarly, I am going to define the class called circle. So def underscore init. So here it contains self. So radius. So self dot radius equal to radius. Def area. Yes, def means definition only. It is defining the method. So generally def means definition, defining. So return 3.142 into self dot radius square. We can keep in brackets. So this is about classes which we have. 3 classes I am having. So when you observed these 3 classes having the same method called area. So but it is working based on the object, it is working. So if it is a rectangle, it finds the area of the rectangle. If it is a square, it finds area of the square. If it is circle, it finds area of the circle. So simply I'm going to use these all things. C equal to some circle of some radius 5. So R equal to some rectangles, some length breadth, some 3,4. So square S equal to square of some 8. So what I'm doing is for shape in C comma R comma S. So these 3 objects will comes under shape. I'm going to define that one. Simply I'm calling shape dot area. So when I'm going to execute it, sorry, we need to print it. So 78.54, 12, 64. So first it is getting area of the circle, then rectangle, then square. So by calling single area method, I am getting area of the circle, area of the rectangle, and area of the square. So method is same. So when we passed circle object, it works for circle. When we passed rectangle object, it works for rectangle. When we passed square object, it works for square. Method is same. So this is an example for polymorphism. So Python is supporting polymorphism. So here this is a program. So just what I did is I designed classes, 3 classes I designed, one for rectangle. So rectangle require length and breadth. I'm taking that one. Another one is for square. It requires a side. Side I'm taking. And third one is circle. It requires radius. I'm taking radius. So, and I'm implementing area method for these three classes. When it comes to rectangle area, it designing length into breadth. When it comes to square, it is getting side square. When it comes to circle, it's getting pi r square. So, but when it comes to here, I'm not calling that indirect, I'm not calling like C dot area, R dot area, S dot area. Simply, I'm getting three objects into shape. First, it comes to circle, then R, then S. So, this is about polymorphism. So, polymorphism definition is one object with multiple forms. So, the default we can, when you're having operators like plus, these all things comes under polymorphism only. Len is one type of method to works for polymorphism. Like that, we design our own method that is called area. So, this area method is ready to work with circle, rectangle, and square. Based on the object you passed, for that it will work. Okay. So, this is about polymorphism. Have any doubts? So, if you have mentioned here, I will clarify, and then we go for next concept. So, any doubts is there? Okay, then shall I go for next concept? So, the next concept is inheritance. Next concept is inheritance. So, it is one of the most important concept in object-oriented technology. So, inheritance is nothing but acquiring the properties from its parent. So, whatever the parent we are having, so any object, every object is getting the properties from its parent. So, like human being or else something else, whatever it may be, if you consider one object, it is not designed from scratch. Some properties it is taking from its parent or somewhere else. So, whatever that somewhere else, we may call it as a parent. So, it is inheritance is having parent-child relationship. So, if child is there as a human being, if child is there, so he is getting or he or she getting properties from his parents. Okay, and some diseases are there. Some diseases are there. If the person feeling having that diseases, then doctor will ask, did your parents have any like that? So if they have, then simply say that it is getting from their parents. Like asthma is there. So మనకు ఎవరికైనా ఆస్తమా ఉందనుకోండి, సో మీ పేరెంట్స్కి ఉందా అని అడుగుతారండి. ఉంది అంటే అక్కడ నుండి వచ్చిందంటే ఇది పోదు అని చెప్పేస్తారు. ఎందుకంటే సమ్ డిసీజెస్ ఆర్ దేర్, సో విచ్ వి బ్రాట్ ఫ్రమ్ పేరెంట్స్. నాట్ ఓన్లీ సమ్ డిసీజెస్, ఎవ్రీథింగ్. సో యాజ్ అ హ్యూమన్ బీయింగ్, సో ఇఫ్ యూ ఫీల్ దట్ ఇఫ్ యూ సీ సమ్ పర్సన్ చెప్తూ ఉంటారు, అచ్చు వాళ్ళ నాన్నలాగానే ఉన్నాడు లేదా అచ్చు వాళ్ళ అమ్మ లాగానే ఉందంటే ఎలా చెప్తున్నారంటే ఫేస్ చూసేసి చెప్పేస్తారు. సో గెటింగ్ సమ్ ప్రాపర్టీ సిమిలారిటీస్ ఫ్రమ్ అవర్ పేరెంట్స్. So like a human being, other objects also. And morning we discussed about regarding television. సో టెలివిజన్ వెన్ యూఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు డిఫైన్ ఎ టెలివిజన్, ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ మీరు ఏదైనా ఒక కొత్త టీవీ అనుకోవాలనుకోండి, అడ్వాన్స్డ్ ఫీచర్ ఉన్నది. సో యు నో నీడ్ టు గెట్ ఇట్ ఫ్రమ్ స్క్రాచ్. సో ఆల్రెడీ ఒక టెలివిజన్ కి కామన్ గా ఏవైతే యూజ్ చేస్తారో, సో దిస్ ఆల్ వీ కెన్ బ్రాట్ ఫ్రమ్ ఎగ్జిస్టింగ్ సప్లయర్స్. సో తీసేసుకునేసి మీరు ఏదైతే కొత్తది అనుకున్నారో ఆ ఎక్విప్మెంట్ దానికి యాడ్ చేసేసి ఆ ఫంక్షనాలిటీస్ మీరు హైలైట్ చేస్తారు. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్, ఎర్లియర్ వీ హ్యావ్ బ్లాక్ అండ్ వైట్ టీవీ. సో లేటర్ వి గాట్ కలర్ టీవీస్. సో డోమ్ ఉన్న కలర్ టీవీ వచ్చేసింది. సో దే ఇంప్లిమెంటెడ్ యాజ్ యూజువల్ సిమిలర్లీ బ్లాక్ అండ్ వైట్ టీవీ ఇట్ ఇస్ షోయింగ్, బట్ కలర్ అనేది యాడ్ అయింది. దానికి ఎక్విప్మెంట్ ఏదైతే ఉందో అది యాడ్ చేసేసి రిలీజ్ చేశారు. అండ్ లేటర్ ఆన్ వి గాట్ ఎల్సిడి టీవీస్. సో ఎల్సిడి టీవీ అనేది కూడా సేమ్. సో పాత టీవీ ఏదైతే ఉందో దానికి సంబంధించిన కొన్ని సిమిలర్ ఎక్విప్మెంట్స్ ఉంటాయి టు గెట్ ద పిక్చర్. అవి యాజ్ గా వాడేసుకునేసి ఆ డోమ్ రాకుండా దానికి సంబంధించినవి యాడ్ చేశారు. దెన్ ఆఫ్టర్ ఎల్ఈడి, సో నెక్స్ట్ హెచ్డి, 4K. అంటే టెక్నాలజీ పెరుగుతుంది అంటే ఇప్పుడు 4K డిజైన్ లేదా స్మార్ట్ టీవీ ఉందండి. సో ఎల్ఈడి విత్ స్మార్ట్ టీవీ అంటాడు. సో ఎల్ఈడి టీవీకి స్మార్ట్ టీవీకి డిఫరెన్స్ ఏంటంటే నెట్ కనెక్ట్ అవ్వడానికి ఫంక్షనాలిటీ ఉండదు. సో వాట్ ఎవర్ ద థింగ్స్ దే రిక్వైర్డ్ టు కనెక్ట్ ద డివైస్ విత్ ఇంటర్నెట్, దట్ విల్ ఇంక్లూడెడ్ ఇన్ దట్ టీవీ. అంతేకానేసి ఫస్ట్ నుండి టీవీని తయారు చేసుకుంటూ వెళ్ళాడు అంటే దానికి సంబంధించిన ఎక్విప్మెంట్స్ అన్ని కూడా వీడే తయారు చేసుకుని పెట్టుకోడు. ఆల్రెడీ డిజైన్ చేశారు, వాటిని తీసుకుంటాడు, వీని టెక్నాలజీ యాడ్ చేసేసి పెట్టేసుకుంటాడు. సో దట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ ఇన్హెరిటెన్స్. Okay, so now we discuss some examples on inheritance. Okay, so I think this session time is over, so we'll log in with another session and then we go with an example of inheritance. So I'm going to stop this session.